crash there from the breakaway. Not good for the riders in the breakaway, and also the camera motorbike also suffering in the crash there. Philip Rea coming down, as well as Francisco Munoz. Not good news from the breakaway just then. Joaquin Murigaldi, the Spanish rider here who was in that breakaway, the 24-year-old, continues to push on. Munoz, the first rider to come down. It was Philip Rea who also suffered in that crash, the 23-year-old rider from Czechia. And just up ahead, well, having the race radars, they're going to be told of the potential danger here for the riders here in the peloton. All the sports directors will be letting them know just to take a little bit of caution into that right-hand turn. I sincerely hope that both of those riders who came down, as well as the camera motorbike, as well as the pilot and the cameraman, are okay. Just see there, a little bit of dust on the road. They just take it gingerly around some of these corners. Anshi Ravbar, the Slovenian rider, just making his way back, number 67. You can see him there in that white jersey. Gialdi coming down in that crash too, the rider from Cro Race. The gap coming down to 4 minutes and 22 seconds. Cyrus Monk and Axel van der Tuck, the two riders who are continuing to share the workload. Cyrus Monk coming from Warragul. Still looking for his first professional victory. He's had a lot of race days this season, particularly a lot of one-day races. Well, they're closing in, and they're closing in fast. Three teams who have been controlling the pace and the speed at the head of the peloton. Uno X Mobility, you've got Team DSM Firmenich PostNL, and UAE Team Emirates have done a short stint as well. If you're just joining us, welcome to stage one of the 9th edition of the Cro Race. We're heading from Vodice to Seen, 162.5 kilometers of racing, 2,300 meters of elevation, 3 intermediate sprints, 2 King of the Mountains. This is the final King of the Mountain of the day. It's a 17-kilometer long, first categorized climb. We've had 5 riders who were in the breakaway. Cyrus Monk was there, the Australian, for Q36.5. Axel van der Tuck, the Dutch rider for Metec Solowat, as well as Joaquin Murigaldi of Cro Race, the Spanish rider. Francisco Munoz and Philip Rea, they suffered a crash, just sliding out on one of the right-hand bends. And that's put them out of the breakaway as it stands right now. We've had 3 teams controlling: Uno X Mobility, Team DSM Firmenich and UAE Team Emirates. And we're heading for the crest of this climb. Once they get over the top, they've got a long descent, they've got time to recover. The descent itself is 10 kilometers long, and that's when they'll then enter into the loop. They'll do 1 3/4 laps of the loop around Seen. You've got to be well positioned, particularly into the final 5 kilometers of today's stage. Thanks for joining. My name's Hannah Walker. We are heading for a predicted bunch sprint. The breakaway itself had 7.5 minutes of an advantage at one point, but such is the danger of the breakaway riders. That's come down, and it's come down fast. Maybe they underestimated the breakaway of 5. There's Philip Rea with his wounds to the left knee there. You can just see the blood pouring down the leg. That's not a good start for the rider from Czechia on day 1 of the race. He's also taken a large chunk out of his left arm and his left elbow.